Kelvin Chavon will bring it back up for the Lancers. He's looking for a pass. Coming up to 2.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. He hands it off to Damone Donaldson for three. It hits the rim. And you have to think, Shawn, they have to start going to the hoop, I should say, instead of trying those three-point shots.
Well, one of the best ways to get out of the deficit is three-pointers, but they got to start sinking them.
Damone Donaldson quickly counters for the Lancers. That's good. So 5-point lead for the Fleming Knights coming up to just 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. It's starting to get down to the wire here. As Matt Clarkson controls the ball, he hands it off to Janoe Wright, and he's just going to let time go here for a bit. 13 seconds. Matt Miller comes out to challenge. Wright still has it. He hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson being guarded well by Patrick Talala. Alex Holland goes for two. That doesn't work. And Matt Miller quickly counters. Hard to the hoop.
There you go. Miller's going to shoot two. He's the best free throw shooter on the Lancers. He's the one you want at the line when you need some points right away.
So Matt Miller goes to the free throw line, but timeout, I believe, is called. And we're going to take a timeout. Lancers down by 5, 66-61. Minute 48 left in this one. We'll be back right after this. Lancers down by 5, a minute 48 left. Logan Clow alongside Shawn McLeish. Thanks for tuning in. And if you missed out, the Lancers women's team beat the Fleming Knights earlier in this one, so the Lancers men will want to do the same. And Shawn, this one's going to go right down to the wire with, as I said, a minute 48 left.
Yep, Lancers got a 5-point deficit. They have their best free throw shooter, Matt Miller, going to the line right now to try and get them within 3. That would obviously make it a one-possession ball game. Anything can happen there. They've been turning it up in the last minute or so. They got a minute 48 left.
Matt Miller, sorry, Shawn. Matt Miller comes in this one, 81% at the free throw line. Very high percentage. He leads all Lancer players.
And he just hit them both. So Lancers are within 3. It's a one-possession game.
So this one will go down to the wire, 66-63. Lancers are down. Coming up to a minute and a half remaining in the fourth quarter as Matt Clarkson from the Fleming Knights controls it. The Fleming Knights rotate the ball in the Lancers defensive end. That's Janoe Wright for 3, and it's good. Evan St. Hilaire nails a 3-point shot at a key time in this one. 6-point lead for the Fleming Knights, 69-63, coming up to a minute left in this one. Expect Richard Whitfield to take another timeout.
There's just a foul there. Patrick Kalala is going to the line here for the Lancers.
And as we've been mentioning, the Fleming Knights bench, very excited over there. And we haven't really heard too much from the Loyalist Lancers bench, except for the always colorful Richard Whitfield.
5-point game now. Lancers have a minute 17 to try and come back.
Matt Miller has been leading the Lancers this quarter with 13 points. As the Fleming Knights bring it back up, led by Matt Clarkson. Minute 10 left in this one, fourth quarter. Lancers a 6-point deficit against the Fleming Knights. Janoe Wright controls it. He hands it off to the tall-framed Alex Holland. He stands at 6'5". Driving hard to the net is Matt Clarkson for another big 2 points in this one, 71-64. And we're in the last minute here, folks, as the Lancers bring it back up.
Now they got to go for 3 here.
And it hits the outside rim as the Knights quickly counter. Janoe Wright brings it back up. 39 seconds left, 71-64.
Max Clarkson, the leading scorer for the Knights, big-time player. He came up just when they needed him. made it a 7-point game. That'll be tough to come back from with only 39 seconds left. Might have been the nail in the coffin for the Lancers, and delivered by Max Clarkson, who is obviously the night's best player.
Well, yeah, fourth year longest serving, as I've been mentioning. And right now, Janoe Wright is at the free throw line. So his first attempt doesn't work, his second does. 72-64 lead as the Lancers bring it back up. Brampton native Kelvin Chavon brings it back up. Ref almost got hit there by Damone Donaldson.
Well, the crowd's really close to the floor here in the Loyalist gym, so sometimes comes into play.
So Damone Donaldson will throw this one back in for Matt Miller, who's been all over the court tonight. He drives hard to the hoop for two, and it's good. 26 seconds remaining, 72-66.